Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the show. Welcome to It's Still Real to Me. I'm your host, John Kuchar, aka Johnny Fashion. With me as always, what's up, homeboy? Big Bad Harmon.
Don't bother me. I'm reading about wrestling.
Are you reading about wrestling? There's enough of wrestling to watch. I don't know what you're doing reading about it. My God.
I'm trying to prepare for this podcast. Jeez.
Nothing like last minute, buddy. Thank you for coming prepared, as always. You're good on the fly, though. You're good on the fly. But yeah, I don't know. I get a little bit of a cold going down. So as you can tell, I'm not my...
You sound like crap.
Oh, well, thank you. You're
welcome.
very kind. Very kind tonight.
I'm sure you sound better than yesterday, but...
Oh, yesterday was the worst. Yesterday was awful. I don't think I left my couch yesterday. I literally like took NyQuil at 9 a.m. and didn't wake up till 4. And it was great, but I still felt terrible.
That's the best.
It was the best. And then I watched Smackdown when I woke up. And then that was not the best. But
I like to take the bottle of NyQuil and pour it over some ice and then add some sour mix, and it's like poor man's Midori, It's
I wouldn't expect anything less out of you. That's amazing.
Sometimes I add a little Midori just to make it more green.
Yeah, maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll try that after this show.
The NyQuil Midori sour.
Yeah, I don't dare do it before or right now because I may not make it to the end of the show. But maybe after the show, I'll try that. That's amazing. Oh, man. Let's see. What do we got going down tonight? Recent news, we got some stuff concerning Alberto Del Rio and Paige. We've got a little announcement about what we're going to be doing in a couple weeks. A fun little show up here in the sticks of Maine. So we'll get into that. And then we're just going to dive right into this thrilling Backlash pay-per-view. We're going to do a little preview and predictions.
I'm sensing some sarcasm. Are you not thrilled?
Are
you not entertained?
Thank you, Seamus. Thank you. Well, I mean, we can get more into it when we start talking about Backlash, but no, I'm not that thrilled about it. I feel like for them being their first, solo SmackDown brand pay-per-view, it's a little lackluster.
Okay, I'm looking at the card right now. It says 6 matches.
6 matches, which is fine because we've all been bitching about how they've been too long lately.
Exactly. I am pumped to only have to sit through 6 matches. Are they doing this? Is this a 2-hour event?
God, I hope so. Can you imagine? That'd be great.
Imagine if it was like NXT length. I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, that's perfect. It's perfect length. And not even a pre-show. Just get it out of the way. But I'm sure they'll have some shitty pre-show. They'll throw somebody on there for...
Don't do a whole hour, though. Just do a half hour of talking and then get right into shit.
That's all I want, buddy. But I don't have good hopes for it. So, oh, man. All right.
Well, you know what? I'm a wrestling fan. I'll never be fucking happy, all right?
That's true. We're the worst. We're the worst kind of people. But anyway, hey, man, before we get right into this, let's dive into some plugs real quick. You guys can find us on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, wherever you get your podcasts from. Just search ISR2M podcast, and you're going to find us, and that's how you can listen to us. Or you can go straight to smartandmark.com, get us there, check out some other awesome columns while you're there, some creative corners, some music, with the music mashups there by Justin, and I don't know, just all kinds of fun stuff going on at smartandmark.com. Also, check out That Wrestling Club, formerly known as That Wrestling Crate. They just recently changed their name to That Wrestling Club, just to kind of, I don't know, separate themselves a little bit further from some of the other crates out there. But they're the best, man.
Is it because the club is more exclusive?
And a club, yeah, a club sounds cooler, too sweet, man. It sounds great. I love the new name, but it's the same great product as before. So it's a monthly service, crate service, where they're going to send you, just a mystery box of wrestling stuff, pop vinyls, autographs, all kinds of stuff like that. And it's great. I personally subscribe to it, and I cannot speak any higher of it. It's fantastic. So check them out at thatwrestlingclub.com. You can follow them on Twitter at thatwrestleclub. And yeah, you will not be disappointed. Also, one more thing, our Patreon page. Check us out there. Patreon.com/ISR2M. This will be our first month of it being like a full month. So you guys can get in on that. Pledge us some money, and you're going to get some cool rewards. You're going to get, for $25, you get a t-shirt and all the rewards that come prior to that. So if you just want to throw in a little $2 spot, that's perfectly fine too. We definitely appreciate it all. $2 is definitely going to get you a great big thank you from us, and it's going to enter you into the monthly raffle or the monthly giveaway. So we're going to give away some prizes at the end of the month. So last day of this month, because this will be our first full month. So the last month of September, we'll pick the winner and we'll do the raffle. And we'll be giving away something, either a pop vinyl or a poster or something. So it's definitely going to be worth way more than $2. So that's for sure.
I'm looking at my pop vinyl collection right now, and I'm thinking, oh, I've got a double of that. Oh, I've got a double of that.
Oh, and I'm in the same boat, man. I've got tons of swag. I've got WWE licensed posters. I've got Daniel Bryan stuff. I've got all kinds of fun stuff that I just want to give away to all these people. So dive in. Again, it's Patreon.
Oh, I've got a brother Nero action figure in the box.
Ooh, brother Nero. Nice. All right, man. Recent news. Well, I guess we'll start out with this. It's not really recent news. It's kind of recent news for us because we're gonna go in a couple weeks. We're gonna go up to Orono, Maine, and we're gonna go see Limitless Wrestling. I'm super pumped about this.
Yeah, it looks to be a pretty good card.
Yeah, the card looks great. I mean, we're gonna see our hometown boy Ace Romero, straight out of Saco, Maine. He's gonna take on AR Fox in a rematch. Ace Romero took it their first encounter, which was a big upset. AR Fox is definitely, I believe, has been around for longer than Ace, and that was kind of Ace's big shot. So and he took the first match. So in the rematch, anything can go. I'm sure it's going to be even crazier than the first match. If you guys haven't seen that match, go on YouTube and just type in Ace Romero versus AR Fox. It's a fantastic match. It's pretty out of this world. Also, Lince Dorado is going to be there. Just recently off the Cruiserweight Classic on the WWE Network. I'm really pumped to see Lince Dorado in action live. That guy was nuts in the Cruiserweight Classic. Veda Scott's going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, she's great.
Swing.
Swing. Just threw a Wayne's World in there. Swing. Nice. Oh, man. Also,
Foxy.
Yes, nice. Also, big announcement for Limitless Wrestling, making his Limitless Wrestling debut in Orono, Maine in a couple weeks. The Miracle Mike Bennett. How crazy is that?
It's pretty nuts.
That's pretty nuts. TNA X Division champ. I mean, that's crazy talk. I love Mike Bennett. I can't wait. I can't believe we're going to see him live. It's going to be great. I don't know what he's doing up in Orono, Maine, but it's
kind of. You know who else is on this card that I'm impressed by? Not impressed by, but I'm interested in watching is Chuck Taylor.
Yes. Oh, yes. Chucky T, baby.
Have you ever heard an independent wrestling story that did not involve Chuck Taylor somehow?
No, the guy is everywhere. Yeah, man. We love Chuck Taylor. We love his buddy Jock Sampson. Oh, man. I'm super pumped about this show. So this show is going to be September 24th. It's at the American Legion Post up in Orono, Maine. If you guys live locally to us, please consider going. It looks to be a blast. The card is definitely stacked. And the tickets are cheap, like $10. So it's a great night out. It's definitely not PG. I've seen it before. I mean, they're, if you just watch the Ace Romero versus AR Fox match, I mean, it's great. It's just awesome. They're doing some crazy stuff.
That match is an anything goes match also.
Absolutely. So it's going to get bonkers. So again, that's September 24th at the American Legion Post up in Orono, Maine. Harmon and I are going to be there. We're going to be there probably pretty early. We're gonna be there.
Well, you know, I gotta sign autographs and stuff. So
You get, yeah, we're gonna be kind of, I don't know, taking it all in, and hopefully getting to talk to some of the wrestlers, and trying to get the inside scoop. So we're gonna bring back some pics and some interviews.
General admission tickets are $10. So is my autograph.
Yeah. Yes. Nice. I'm gonna undercut you. I'll sell mine for $5. Yes. All right, man.
You've been hanging out with that Virgil, huh?
That Virgil, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna sign autographs and then charge the money after. But Virgil's a little bit more imposing than I am. I think people just tell me to fuck off and they'd be fine with it. I think Virgil.
I'm imposing.
Yeah, you are imposing. I think you're bigger than Virgil. So, right. Oh man, how crazy this whole Paige situation with Alberto Del Rio, huh?
I'm not sure where this is going, man. If she's going to be, just a young, naive idiot and leave the company over this guy, she deserves whatever happens,
Yeah.
I mean, he's in the middle of a messy divorce to begin with.
Is he really? Okay, I didn't know that, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's just a weird situation on both parts, It's a sticky situation for her to kind of be in, her boyfriend leaves, and they usually don't like to mix personal stuff up with
business with pleasure.
Yeah, but I mean even when CM Punk left, I mean AJ still kind of hung around for a bit and kind of worked out her contract. So I don't really know. I mean, but like you said, Paige is young and dumb and kind of I don't know, just seems very immature. So this very well could be.
Maybe she's realizing that she hasn't really done anything besides wrestling her entire life. Maybe she wants to go, do something else. I don't. It's now that I say it, it sounds retarded because she just to travel the world on with a world-renowned company. She gets to work with the best people in the business, and just throw it all away to follow this guy around CMLL or whatever. I don't know either. I mean, definitely WWE isn't for everyone. I mean, there's been tons of guys that have gone up to WWE and then wasn't their bag and went back to the Indies. And I feel like Del Rio is one of those guys that he's never going to be around for the long haul. Like he had his stint and it didn't hit the first time around. Or was pretty mediocre, and then he left, and he was much more popular when he went to like AAA or Lucha. It just seemed like he was more popular there, and so I don't know. Maybe Paige is the same way. Like Paige, I don't know, but Paige is still pretty popular, like here in WWE. I mean, that's kind of the thing. Yeah, she's extremely popular. Yeah,
so
she's on Total Divas. I don't know. It's going to be. Because they're not just going to let her quit. They're going to make her sign a non-compete for at least 90 days.
Yeah.
And if she, doesn't honor her contract and just leaves or asks for her release and they don't grant it to her, she can't work anywhere else until that contract's up. And I don't know how much longer is on her contract. She's what, 23, 22?
I think, yeah. Huh.
So.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It makes it's definitely a great addition to any organization, even with the 90 days, I mean, and it's funny, man. You give
her a mask, throw her on Lucha Underground.
Yeah, I know. I mean, she'd be a perfect fit for Lucha, or anywhere.
Those girls on that show are crazy.
Yeah, like TNA, she'd be a huge advance for TNA. I mean, think about how strong TNA is getting. I mean, not like they're getting super strong right now, but I mean, like with just the addition of like Damian Sandow, and like now there's rumors of Cody Rhodes going there, and if Paige ends up leaving, I mean TNA is a very viable option for her. Like they're just getting a lot of upgrades over at TNA, so it's definitely WWE's kind of lack of, I don't know, ability to do things with really talented people is kind of making their competition just that much stronger,
Well, in some, you mentioned Cody Rhodes, in some, kind of interesting news, he was out there at PWG's, Battle of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And I guess in the trailer for that, they're listing him as Cody R, not Cody Rhodes.
And that's adding to the speculation that WWE is cracking down on him using his, father's kayfabe last name,
Right.
So.
Well, man, WWE's real shitbags about that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know. I hate that stuff.
They're all worried about somebody making a buck off a name they used with them. Yet they'll put people on the WWE network without ever telling them and never cutting them a check for a dime.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I remember one specific story with Brian Kendrick about how he lost the name Spanky. Basically, like, he was using the name Spanky in WWE, and then, like, I think he left, and then when he came back, like, he had to sign the rights over to WWE for Spanky, and then thinking that they were going to use it with him again, and they're like, oh no, we're never going to use that name, we just don't want you to use it. And it's just like, they just always do shit like that, and it's super annoying. Like, I remember, like, Eugene is the same way. Like, he can't use Eugene out on the indies. He has to, like, make some weird, like, name with it, like the letter U, and, like, it's all messed up. So
yeah.
But anyway, so it's interesting to see what's going to happen with Paige and Alberto Del Rio. ADR is definitely gone. Paige.
I think the funniest. I'm sorry. I just had a thought.
Yeah, bring it.
The funniest name was when Brad Maddox left. Now he's Mad Braddocks. He's just
Mad Braddocks.
Just a big middle finger to
Yeah, dude. What's going on with that guy? I liked that guy. I thought he was great.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I haven't heard any news on him since he changed his name to Mad Braddocks. So.
Yeah, but, like, he was another guy. Like, there was definitely a spot for him somewhere. He had charisma. I mean, he could talk on the mic. I mean, before he was even wrestling, like, that's all he was a mic guy.
Yeah.
Like the GM or whatever it was of Raw. So it's like, the guy can talk. He's not a terrible wrestler. He's got a good build. He's got a good look. Like, it's marketable. So just do something with it. Like, sometimes they just really drop the ball. And I'm not saying that Brad Maddox was going to be, the next The Rock or anything, but he could have brought in some money for them, I think, but I don't know. Seems weird. Yeah. So we'll see what happens with Paige in the upcoming weeks. My prediction is that she's gonna leave. She hasn't been doing great anyway. Like, she hasn't been getting, like, that push anyway, while she's been around. So, and I don't know how much of that she cares about, but she could just. I feel like she could leave. Although it'd be a disappointment, and a big loss, because the women's division's so, like, light right now. So, but we'll see. Anyway, let's get into some Backlash. How pumped are you about Backlash?
That's for SmackDown? No.
Yeah, it's for SmackDown, baby. Oh, yeah. SmackDown.
Okay. So.
Yes.
During the last SmackDown, in a match with the Usos and American Alpha.
Yeah.
American Alpha squashed them. I mean.
Yes. 30
quickly.
seconds. 30 seconds.
And then they were going to shake the Usos' hands and, say good job, to the other, babyface out there.
Yes.
And they super kicked Jason Jordan in the face. And then systematically destroyed Chad Gable's leg.
Yeah, that was pretty gross.
So now, American Alpha is no longer in the tournament.
Bullshit. Hate it.
So what we have going on here is we're going to have probably the first match of the show is going to be the Usos versus the Hype Bros, who also lost to Heath Slater and Rhino.
Yeah.
Good for them, Though the match between those two is going to determine who faces Heath Slater and Rhino for the brand new WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships. And remember, Heath Slater's fighting for a job.
Yeah.
And it's
fighting for jobs, fighting for
kids,
fighting for his family. God, his whole shtick right now is amazing. His whole storyline is great. It's the best thing on SmackDown. Hands down, the best thing on SmackDown.
If he wins, and after he signs the contract, he's like, I just wanted to be like, I'm just kidding. I ain't got no kids.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that'd be the best. Yeah, he just hired these people. That'd be the best. Yeah, Slater's doing awesome right now. I'm not thrilled about Rhino being his partner, but I don't hate it. I think it's
Babyface Rhino is weird Rhino.
Yeah, very weird Rhino right now.
He's not. It's not that he's not entertaining, because when he was in the trailer, just squirt and squeeze cheese on the crackers, not saying a word, it might have been the best part of that segment.
Yeah, it's super creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's so weird. But I love what Slater and Rhino are doing right now, mostly Slater. I would love to see him win this tournament and see him, get the contract and get the tag team titles. It'd be fantastic. It would be super boring if it went to the Usos. That would be the safe thing to do if it went to the Usos.
Right.
And I don't know.
But
I could see it go to Hype Bros, but
on the other hand, the Usos win. You have a built-in feud with American Alpha for the tag team championships, and you have 3 other babyface teams that can chase them.
Yeah. They don't really have any. Well, they've got some other heel tag teams, but none of them are doing very well. What's that?
The Vaudevillains, the Ascension.
Yeah, they all got booted out pretty early. So,
yep.
Yeah,
there was no credible heel tag team.
No, so they kind of had to make the Usos heel, which I get, but I still don't care about the Usos. It still doesn't make me care about them. So I'll be pretty bummed if the Usos walk away with the titles. I don't know. I just feel like they've done it before. They've been the champs before. They don't need this. I'd say I'm going to predict that Slater and Rhino take this. That's what I think. What do you think?
I'm going to say the Usos take it.
The Usos, okay. All right. Well, we got that match
washed in the last match. It'll make 0 sense.
Yeah.
I don't know how you go from losing a match 30 seconds to just decide you're going to be assholes and win the championship.
Yeah, no, that's kind of weird. I don't know. It'd be poor decision making on WWE's part, but they've done it before. So, let's see. We got Intercontinental Championship match. We got The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. I've literally seen this match 1,000 times. Like this, they do this like every couple of years. The Miz versus Ziggler, and for once, I hope that The Miz wins because I think he's doing a great job. With
what did you say? Sorry, say that again.
Yeah, I know. I hope The Miz wins. Yeah, you can quote me on that.
You're cutting out. Can you just one more time?
The Miz wins. Gonna go with The Miz on this one.
Wow.
The Miz with Maurice in his corner are unstoppable right now. I think it's just boring with Dolph Ziggler being the champ again. Like he's been the IC champ 1 billion times. And it just doesn't make any sense for him to be the IC champ anymore. Like, what Dolph Ziggler needs is a run at the heavyweight title. That's it. That's all he needs. But they didn't give it to him, and so he's back down to the mid-card. And if he wins the mid-card title again, it doesn't mean anything because he's done it like 1 million times. And I don't know. It just
I feel like Dolph is confused. Is he the showstopper? Is he the guy that will steal your girlfriend? Is he the guy that's going to go in the ring and be better than you and steal the spotlight? Or is he this humble son of a bitch on the commentary? Paul Cruz, he's a really good guy. He wrestles really well. I hope he wins. I hope there's good things for him in the future. It's like, no, you should be out there telling everybody that you're the greatest. You're going to steal Maurice from The Miz or something, Just be an asshole. Be cocky. Don't be I'm the show off, I'm the greatest thing there is, look at me, I'm too sexy, steal the show, showstopper, Shawn Michaels is my favorite.
Yeah.
Be all humble and nice.
Yeah. And they're on Smackdown, like their last encounter where Ziggs like took the belt and kind of put it in the ring and was like telling The Miz to come get it. Like that was perfect. And then The Miz, to counter that, sends Maurice in there to go get it. And my thought was like Maurice gets it, starts to walk away, and like Ziggler like gives her the zigzag or something, or does something, like grabs her or something, like
grabs her, spins her back around, plants one on her.
Right, be edgy for just one time in your life, WWE. Just be a little edgy, like put that into the script. That's what he does, and it causes more.
He's walking out of the ring, he walks over, slaps her on the asses. Get out of your toots, you know.
Yeah, something like that would be great. But like, he doesn't.
Something a little chauvinistic, you know, something that's not really cool to do, you know.
Right. Give Ziggs a little edge, you know? Like, why not? But it's just they just played it safe like usual, and she just walks out and Ziggs is all disappointed, and it's like, I don't know, it's just boring now. It's just
He had all that fire before SummerSlam. And
yeah. It was all built up.
I
And he
don't
had
know
so
where
much
it is.
momentum and just turned out to be shit. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna say the Miz wins this. What about you?
I say the Miz also wins. I don't believe Dolph Ziggler. I don't believe anything he says.
No.
You know, when
Yeah,
he
'cause
says,
he doesn't
you know,
back it up.
he's a better wrestler. You know, he just hasn't got his chance. Blah blah blah. The guy's had chances. He just blows them.
Yeah. Hey, do me a favor, man. Wiggle your mic a little bit. You're getting a little fuzzy again. I don't know what's going on over there,
I
but
think that's the beard, but
it's the beard. No, it's just getting a little disconnect. Let's see. So up next we've got where do we want to go? Let's go. Man, this is great with only 6 matches. Fuck. Let's go Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt, which is man, I don't know. Like, again, I'm not excited about any of these matches, but I look at this on paper and I say Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt. I should be excited about that. They both have kind of like dark, you know, entities kind of about them. Obviously, way more of Bray, but Randy's got, you know, that kind of dark, you know, psycho kind of thing in him. If he ever displays that again and stops being fun dad Randy. But I don't know. Like, I'm just not excited about this match, and I don't know why. I want to be.
I think there's going to be a big surprise during this match.
Yeah.
I think Luke Harper's coming back.
That would be cool. I'd be into that.
And I don't think he's going to be on Bray's side.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I
think
like that.
I think he'll probably enter, you know, like he's Bray's buddy. And Bray's going to be like, look, my brother's here. Blah, ha, ha. And then he's just going to catch a big discus lariat right in the teeth.
That would be cool. I'd be into that for sure. For sure. I like that a lot.
Maybe he's mad that, you know, he threw Rowan off to the side, you know, that he let Braun Strowman get drafted to Raw. You know, he broke up the family. You know, he keeps talking nonsense about him being a god, you know. And it will be the second time in a month that Randy Orton was inconsequential to a match.
Right. Yeah, like he just didn't matter at all. Like, he's had like 2 matches since he's been back, and he hasn't done anything in either of them. I don't know.
Is my mic so crappy?
Yeah, it's still a little crackly.
Get it, man. Get it.
I don't get it, man. Unplug it and plug it back in again. It's like the what was that show? Have you ever seen that show? It's like on Netflix. Guys that are like IT experts down in the basement. That was like their whole answer for everything. It was like, if somebody ever called IT, they'd be like, unplug it, plug it back in again.
Well, I just unplugged it and plugged it back in again. Is it better?
It is better. It's 100 times better. There you go. Look at you.
This must be a crappy cord or something.
Must be. So anyway, Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt, been pretty good. Bray is doing his thing like always. Randy, I guess I wish Randy was a little bit more serious instead of just trying to like goof around and be like cool Randy. You know, I just want him to be like dark and like crazy fucking Randy again. And I just don't think it's ever going to happen. I think he's at that stage where in his career where he's just like, I'm not calling it in, but it's just like, this is who I am, and this is what I'm going to do. I don't know. Whatever.
Whatever, guys.
Whatever, guys.
Anybody needs me, I'll be smoking cigarettes outside the back door by catering.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. I like your prediction. I'm going to say Randy Orton wins, though, because I don't think Bray Wyatt ever gets a pay-per-view win. And Randy, I guess, coming off that weird ending of SummerSlam, he needs to look somewhat strong. So I think Randy Orton wins, I guess. But I do like your thought with your interference with Harper. That would make a lot of sense. That'd be really cool. But I think Randy, hits an RKO and beats Bray.
I don't think Bray is looked at as like an unstoppable monster anymore. So, I don't know.
I don't know if you can hear those booms, but there's my crazy neighbors are touching off fireworks still.
I cannot hear them, but
I mean,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's September. They're still knocking them down.
Oh yeah, they were doing them down over the hills like crazy earlier tonight. So yeah, all good. Up next we've got this is an elimination 6-pack challenge for the WWE Smackdown Women's Championship. That belt looks pretty smooth, man. I like the looks of that belt. It's nice blue. I love it. It looks great. They've done a great job with the belts. I didn't even mention the tag team belts. The tag belts look phenomenal. So we've got Alexa Bliss.
The nickel and the blue there, the silver and the blue, that looks great compared to that.
It looks really good. Yeah.
Compared to that dirty penny they got on Raw.
It's true. The old Abe Lincoln. We've got Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch versus Carmella versus Naomi versus Natalya versus Nikki Bella. So the winner of this will be the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion. And I think that the safe play, and I think this is what WWE will do, is I think they're going to go with Nikki Bella just because it's the safe play, and they love Nikki. And I don't know, John Cena's girlfriend. She's just coming back. I think the surprise would be that if like Carmella or if Carmella or Becky Lynch won, I don't know. I really am rooting for Becky Lynch to take this. I think she's someone who has earned it, and I think she's someone that deserves it. She's kind of had a tough beat here for a little while. She's had some losses, but she's kind of always there, and she's clearly like the best or one of the best wrestlers. I think she's probably right on par with Natalya as far as like mat skills. But I think that she's definitely better than the rest of these gals. Not to say that they're bad, but I mean, it's just like I think Becky Lynch is just on another level wrestling wise, and I think she deserves it. I don't think that's what they'll go with, though. I think that they'll go Nikki Bella because of
they're not going to give you what you want.
Yeah,
I mean, come on,
like shitty wrestling politics,
right? I think you're going to see kind of like the last pay-per-view with the three heels and the three baby faces are going to kind of work together to start. I think Natalya is going to be the first one eliminated, and it wouldn't shock me if they eliminated Becky Lynch early. Just to get her out of there so that, she's real disappointed and she has something to work towards for future shows, so it doesn't get boring. But I think you're going to see the new call-ups do very well. And you'll probably see Naomi go on for quite a while, too, because of her new entrance, and they're trying to kind of relaunch her.
Yeah, she's great. I like Naomi a lot. Her entrance is great. She's a really good wrestler. I think she's the total package, man. I mean, it wouldn't blow me away if she walks away with this thing. I don't think that's going to happen, but I would like it. If she did win, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm good with that. I like it. I think Alexa Bliss has been really impressive in this whole thing. I think more so than Carmella.
I think Alexa Bliss is the only like pure heel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Carmella, I think Carmella's probably there now because I think she's fully turned. Like she's just nonstop attacking Nikki, and I know, but she's
like the worst kind of female heel. She's catty and she's attacking from behind, and she's all about I don't know what this is all happened because she was disrespected in the ring.
Yeah,
it's just the worst. And Natalya makes the worst heel because she's like really trying to be mean. But it doesn't come off that way. It's like, I know she wants to say, oh, my God, I'm sorry, honey.
Yeah, she's too nice. Like we all know like how nice she is in real life. And so it's just like, it's such a facade for her to be a heel.
You can't be on there, being all mean and gruff. And then we check Instagram and you're hugging with everybody and smiling. And
yeah. I don't know. I haven't been too impressed with Carmella throughout this. I don't know, like not that she's been bad. It's just she's had kind of a tough road. Like when she was, I saw that they took the mic away from her. Like she doesn't do her entrance thing anymore. Like coming down, like
Well, because it's confusing. I mean, for people that didn't watch NXT, they see her come down and start talking like that. They're like, they must be like, man, she'd be really good with Enzo and Cass, you know?
I know, yeah. Yeah, but I think NXT and the main roster, those things got to go hand in hand by now. If you're watching the main roster and not watching NXT, like, I think there's probably a small percentage of that.
I agree with you, but
yeah. So I don't know. I think Alexa Bliss will hang around in this thing for a long time. I think, however, like I said before, I think Nikki's going to win this, and then I think her and Carmella are going to kind of feud it out after this, like one-on-one. And I hope that's the case, because I really want to see some more feuds within the women's division. Like they really do this thing where they just jumble them all in together. And I mean, I know that this is for the first, inaugural kind of title now, but I'd like to see them kind of separate and do like their own storylines, because they've got some really talented gals here. And if Nikki and Carmella feud after this for the belt, like I'm fine with that. That kind of leaves Becky and Alexa and Naomi and Natalya to kind of do something. I mean, they could even just have like one-on-one matches. That's not the craziest idea.
Didn't Alexa Bliss get a win over Becky Lynch there not too long ago? Didn't she get her first?
Yeah, it was her
first
match.
Well, I think there's a feud there. I think if you want to.
Yeah, it was their debut. Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be nice if they did it. I think this match is going to get a good long time limit too. It's going to be.
I think so.
I think it's going to be upwards of 20 minutes.
Yeah, the tag match, the 6-woman tag match the other night had a long time limit on. I was like, whoa, this is going on for a long time. So, yeah, I would love that if it went for the distance. That'd be great. I mean, with only 6 matches on the card, they can definitely do it. So, I like it. So who did you pick for this?
I don't think I did.
Pick.
I want to pick. I think you're right with Nikki. I think that's probably the right way to go. But she's kind of babyface right now. I think I'd like a heel to win first. So I'm going to go Alexa Bliss.
Whoa, Alexa Bliss getting the championship. Wow.
Yep.
If she does, man, she's got like Rookie of the Year written all over her, because I think she's done so good. She's done so good since debuting on the main roster. Like she's just got it going on, man. She's got a really good look. She's got a really good attitude. Like like you said, she's full-fledged heel. Her wrestling has been great. Like she's hanging in the ring with like Natalya and like Becky Lynch. I mean, she's like right there, step by step. Like whereas I think Carmella is just a hair behind. She doesn't look bad.
Well, the thing with Alexa Bliss too is I think that down at NXT she must have hung around with the right guys, because she doesn't do I mean, like she's not taking crazy bumps. She has like the one like top rope move, but most of her stuff is, in the ring, she's talking trash. She's, she uses her mannerisms and, she uses her hand and you can hear her talking, and it's like old fashioned heel work, really. She doesn't have to do a whole lot. She beats them up and grinds them down, and it just works. I mean, she's not out there doing any crazy acrobatic stuff, even though she is an athlete. I mean, she was a college cheerleader and a athletic fitness competition, pageant, whatever girl.
Yeah, one of those.
One of those was right.
Yes, one of those things. But yeah, man, she's definitely an athlete. I love her finisher. I think it's fantastic. It's really pretty, like off the top rope. And not just because she's pretty, but just it's a pretty looking move. And yeah, man, you're right. She just grinds it out. She's good. She got like the old school style. I would love it if she won. That'd be fantastic. That would be a nice, refreshing curveball that WWE rarely throws at you nowadays, and I'd like that. And then Nikki and Carmella, I think, still feud after, but just without the belt, and that would be fine. It'd be a nice grudge match. And somebody else, Becky Lynch can go after Alexa Bliss for the title or something, or Naomi or whatever. I think it'd be fantastic. This match is probably the match that I'm actually looking forward to the most on this card, just because I'm not really excited about anything else. And I think that they've done this women's match pretty well. They've given it a lot of time. They've given them the mics, and they've let them wrestle.
Yeah, for as much crap as I've given them for having all 6 girls on TV at once all the time, it's almost worked.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
For
all
a
right.
bill.
Sure. Yeah, man. I dig it. I dig it. All right, man. Moving on. We got main event time. Dean Ambrose defending his championship against AJ Styles.
Is that it? We're at the main event already?
Yeah, that's it, man. That's 6 matches. We talked about the tag match at the beginning. We talked IC, Bray, Randy. Yeah. That's it, man.
All right.
Yeah, I know. God, if only Raw could be this quick. My God.
Oh, this is still going to be 3 hours. You know that, right?
No. I hope not. I hope this pay-per-view is 2 hours, like we said. 2 hours max. Done. That'd be the best, because then they could have really good matches, and I wouldn't be tired, and be like, God, I don't want to go to bed.
Yeah, I don't need to stay up until 11 o'clock on a Sunday.
Anyway. No.
I'm an old man. I have work to do the next day.
Yeah. All right, man. Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles. What do you think about this?
Oh, God. I was a big Dean Ambrose supporter, most of the year, right up until the Stone Cold podcast. For whatever reason, just the way he acted during that podcast, it really turned me off Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
And then his feud with Ziggler, it just didn't work for me. And I think AJ Styles is killing it right now. He's absolutely murdering this, jerk heel thing right now. It's just, it hasn't been this good since, Jericho did it, on Monday.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree, man.
But I hope AJ comes away with the title. I think if Dean retains, it's going to be because of Champion's Advantage, a count out or something stupid.
Yeah, I really want AJ to take this as well, even though, like yourself, I've been a big Dean Ambrose supporter. The Stone Cold podcast didn't really turn me off at all. I think what really turned me off is just really as of late, like after the Ziggler feud, I loved that feud. I love that build. I thought I really wanted Ziggler to win, but it didn't. And then I think Dean just got really stale really fast for me. And I hate saying that because I hate sounding like one of those wrestling fans that asks for something and then gets it and then turns on it. And that's kind of, I guess, how I'm sounding a little bit right now. But Dean Ambrose just, I don't know, he's just not carrying it great the last couple of weeks. I thought he carried it well leading into SummerSlam. And then, I don't know, that match was pretty lackluster between him and Ziggs. And then, I don't know, like Dean is just kind of going through the motions right now. He hasn't really done anything spectacular. I think the build to this match has been pretty shitty. I think AJ Styles has done really well with being that dickhead heel. But the thing is, like, he's still not even doing anything about Dean Ambrose. Like, he's still talking about his match with John Cena, and that's kind of a huge tell, is that this matchup between AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose isn't really working if AJ Styles still has to talk about John Cena.
Right.
So, I mean, he's doing a great job with it, wearing the headband and, calling himself whatever the face that runs the place. And,
who doesn't run the place? Second place. Second place does not run the place.
That is true. So yeah, man, I don't know. I just haven't really been too excited about this match. And maybe that's why I haven't been too excited about this card, because, if you're not excited about the main event, then really what's the point? I would love to see AJ take it. I don't think that's what they'll do with it. I think it's too early for Dean to lose it. But man, you got to strike, while the iron is hot, and AJ is so hot right now. He's probably the best I've ever seen him in the ring and on the mic.
Yeah.
Combined. So you gotta throw the strap on him. You have to. I think
something's telling me that they're not going to.
like you said, strike while the iron's hot. I think the iron has cooled considerably on Dean Ambrose since
Totally.
since Money in the Bank. I didn't want him to win the Money in the Bank. Of course, I wanted Kevin Owens to win it, but Kevin Owens is champion on the other show, so I'm happy there. There's just something about Dean Ambrose. Like, I don't feel like he cares about the titles. He just I don't even feel like he cares about wins and losses. He just wants to go out there and do his stupid rope gimmick there, and his moveset is very repetitive, very basic. It's not at all spectacular. And pretty much the only match of his that I've like two matches that I liked was him and Kevin Owens and him and Triple H, and I'm starting to think that it wasn't him in those matches that was making it great.
Right. Yeah, I've never been like a big fan of his wrestling. Like exactly what you just said. His wrestling is very repetitive, and it's like that. Man, that clothesline, like the lariat through the ropes, like it's just. I cringe every time I see it now because it's so repetitive.
And it might be his facials. His facials are horrible.
Yeah.
He could not look like a bigger cartoon character. Like that's not how people react. That's how a fool reacts. That's how somebody on stage reacts, That's not how a wrestler reacts.
Yeah. The thing that I just love about Dean Ambrose is I love his character, and I love his promos, man. I think that he's a great promo. And unfortunately, he hasn't really done anything like that leading up to this match. Like, it just seems like he doesn't care about AJ Styles. He's not worried about AJ Styles. Like, he should be, because AJ Styles is the fucking man. You should be worried about AJ Styles, but there hasn't been any passion and any, like, promos or anything by Ambrose, and that's what I love about Ambrose is when he gets really hot and really fired up, like in the Lesnar feud or even like in the Ziggler feud. He was just basically calling Ziggler a punk, like, and saying like, no, you're not going to do any of that, like you're going to lose again, like you always do. Like, that's smart promo work. And,
you're not that good, and
right, you're not as good as you think you are. Like, those are really good promos, and that's what Dean Ambrose is great at.
The thing is, with AJ really is that good.
Right, that's the problem. Yeah, but like,
he's not going to get away with that stuff.
Yeah, like Dean's just doing like funny stuff. Like, I felt like it was a really silly and pointless comical spot where like, when Styles tried to like jump up on the ropes to do the elbow or the forearm rather, and like Ambrose like threw his legs out and like caught him, like, and he just landed on his balls and he was like shaking the rope, and it's like, and he's just like very nonchalantly kind of just like, yep, this is what I do, and this is funny. It was just like a comedic spot, and I was like, you do a comedic spot like 2 weeks out from like this main event? Like, come on, like have some passion into this, like have some seriousness, and it hasn't come yet. It's just.
Did you watch Talking Smack after that?
No, I didn't.
AJ Styles.
Watch that.
AJ Styles comes walking in and he's like kind of rubbing on his crotch, and he's like, yeah, I laid it right on my Jesus zipper. And they're like, what's that? He goes, the Jesus seam.
Yeah,
like,
right.
No. He's like, never mind, he says.
Yeah. That's funny.
But they talked about that when he was on Jericho.
The Jesus seam?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's fun stuff. I think Ambrose is going to retain just because I think WWE thinks it's too soon to let him lose it. But I really hope AJ wins because, like we said, man, you got to strike right now with AJ. He's so hot. And, I don't know what it means for, like, maybe Cena coming back. I know people really cringe at, Cena, anywhere near the title picture nowadays. But I think it would mean a hell of a lot more if AJ wins. And then whatever, there's some time that goes by whenever Cena comes back, like Cena challenges for the title. I think that's a big money match. AJ versus Cena was amazing the first time around. You throw a title in the picture here for it, and it makes it that much better. So that's kind of where I would like to see this thing go. And then, Dean can definitely stick around near the top and have some good feuds with some other guys on SmackDown, who I can't really think of anybody right now. I don't know, Randy maybe, but I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. I kind of want to keep John Cena away from the title. He doesn't need to win it for 15th or 16th time.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying that he wins it. I'm just saying that he, challenges for AJ Styles for the title, and that makes this match, that much more important. Their SummerSlam match was out of this world. It was really good. So
I'm starting to think that John Cena is going to be one of the few guys that ends up retiring, going out with a win, and not on his back, just because he's John Cena.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Probably with the IC title belt on his last match, just so he can say he won all the belts.
That'd be cool. I wouldn't hate that. I like that. But I don't know, man. So who did you pick? Did you say AJ?
I want AJ Styles, yeah.
Yeah. And you think that's what they're going to do, is give it to AJ?
No.
No. All right.
I hope they do, though, because I think SmackDown's suffering because of it.
Yeah, I think so, too. And it's nothing against Dean Ambrose. It's like, man, I think some guys are built to carry the title and some guys are built to, chase it down. And I think Ambrose might be.
Some of these backstage vignettes and stuff, like, did you see the one where Ambrose was just pouring sugar into the guy's coffee?
Yeah,
first he tried the guy's coffee and then doctored it up so bad that it was like paste, I think. And then it was like, yeah, see, it's much better now.
Yeah, like that I don't get. It's like, what is that? It wasn't funny, and it's like, okay. I don't know, man. They just
like the week before they were at a casino, he's like paying for his drinks and chips and tipping, and it's like, what is this his new thing where he just runs around and like, enjoys the local flavor of each arena?
Yeah, I don't get it, man. I think they're having a hard time with him trying to find like cool, shticky things for him to do, and it just doesn't work. Like, just let him do whatever. Like, let him just, cut promos. That's all you need to do.
You know who I really love to hate?
Who's
back when Dean Ambrose was the bad guy in the Shield. He was that smart, manipulative, just asshole. He was so slimy.
Yeah, it's like,
man, I love to hate that guy though.
And he was like always. You always thought he was the one that was going to turn. You're always like, oh man.
Oh yeah.
If anybody's going to turn, it's going to be Ambrose because he's just crazy. And
right.
And there were like signs of it too, where like, in a Royal Rumble, like he tried to like eliminate, Roman Reigns, and it's like, whoa. There's all this stuff going on. So I think, I miss that guy too. I miss that guy. Now he's just like, he's too cool. He's Mr. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Clash, man. I know we probably didn't sound too excited during that whole rundown, but I mean, you get what you give.
What you're talking about.
You get what you give, man. And I don't think they've done a decent job at all, promoting Backlash.
No, because there's very little story between Bray and Randy. The women's title, they're doing an okay job of it now, and I think they'll give it plenty of time. The tag team title tournament has been pretty cool, but with American Alpha out, I think everybody's let down a little bit.
Yeah, I wonder what that was about. I wonder why. It's like...
It's because of the chase, man. Because of the chase. You've got to have the babyface chase the heel.
But even that, I get that. You always say that, but it's like, at some point, you got to win at some point, man. It's just...
Right, they do. And this is what happens. Dean Ambrose was your babyface champion, and look how well that's going.
Yeah, but they're not booking it right, though. I mean, Ambrose is like a completely different character now that he's got the belt. They're not... I don't know. It's just different, man. Like, you're telling me that, like, American Alpha can't hold the belts? Like, it's a tag team division. It's exciting. Like, actually, nobody hardly ever does promos. Like, it's just exciting enough. Like, you can't have Alpha, like, take the titles. I get that there's a chase, but people are going to be pissed when the Usos win. Like, super pissed.
Right.
I don't know, man. No, but not in a good way. Not like, ooh, this tag. It's not like, ooh, Demolition is winning, and we hate Demolition because they're the bad guys. We just hate the Usos because they're the fucking Usos. Like,
well, people hate the Miz because he's the Miz.
Yeah, but Miz is a different story altogether.
Because he's fantastic at being an asshole.
Yeah, I guess. he's still a shitty wrestler though. But he is doing amazing.
He doesn't have to be a good wrestler, John. He's going to wrestle for another 20 years.
Yeah, great. Another 20 years of shitty wrestling. Thanks, Miz. But no, even that match, like that match is lacking severely any kind of intensity besides Ziggler just saying, "Come on, get in the ring, come on, Miz," and then nothing happens. You know, it's like always. So, yeah, man, there's just not a lot going into any of these matches. The Heath stuff I think is good, but it's comedy, and I can only take so much of it. I don't.
All right, then
What's that?
put a number to it. Best out of 10. You know, 1 to 10. What do you think this card's gonna be?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be. I'm gonna say if the women's match delivers, I give it a 6, and that's only if they put on a really good match. Because I don't see, even if the Miz and Ziggler like tear down the house, which I think is highly unlikely. I still think that the Miz kind of keeps the belt. And again, Ziggler, the payoff for Ziggler's nothing. I think Randy Bray is just going to be an okay match. Your swerve would be nice. The swerve that you mentioned would be pretty nice. The tag match, you know, I mean, it's going to be a tag match. It's going to be probably exciting, but it's not going to be like, it's not going to tear down the house. You know, it's not going to be like a Revival versus Ciampa and Gargano kind of match. It's just going to be like
Give me a number.
I say 6. What about you?
A 6. If Bray Wyatt wins, what do you give it?
Well, still, I don't know. It depends how good the match is. Like, I don't see that match being very good. I see it being an okay match. I think if the women's match. What's that?
Go ahead. So go ahead.
Oh, I said if the women's match is really good, I say 6. If they don't deliver, I say 5 because I don't see Styles Ambrose. Excuse me, I don't see Styles Ambrose being like a crazy great match, even though Styles is great and he's going to probably bring out the best in Ambrose. I don't see it being like, you know, an 8 or a 9. I see that match still being probably like a 7. I see the tag match being probably, you know, mediocre, maybe a 6 or a 7. I see the Miz and Ziggs probably being like a 6. You know, I just see all these matches maybe being 6s. You know, so I'm going to say probably like a 6. What did you say? Did you say 6?
Yeah. I am going to go lower than that. I'm going to go 4.5. This is
wow, you're going to go way lower?
This is going to be a turd.
It's an absolute turd.
Match. The only way that match would make me happy is if the Miz tries to do something that is like out of his comfort zone and hurts himself. Because the Miz never gets hurt. I mean, it can be a definite kayfabe injury, but like, say he has to relinquish the title for, you know, after 30 days.
That'd be pretty good.
Is that a thing anymore? No, probably not. Is it?
No, I don't know.
They make him relinquish the title because, you know, he's going to be on crutches for the next 2 months. And we have to, you know, endure a Dolph Ziggler Intercontinental title run again. If somehow, by some chance, they let Bray Wyatt go over on Randy Orton and somehow do a story, like I said, with Luke Harper. If Heath Slater wins and signs a goddamn contract, if you know, Becky Lynch or Alexa Bliss win the women's match, and if AJ Styles wins, it would be an 8.
Yeah, all those things have to line up. The stars have to align in order for this to actually be a decent card. So,
but this is going to be the stinkiest cheese of them all. It will be a Limburger lump.
The old Lindberger. Shit, man. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty low numbers here for Backlash, which is pretty terrible because it's their first, you know, official pay-per-view under the Smackdown brand.
Such a bad idea right now.
What's that?
The brand split looks like such a bad idea now.
Yeah, I don't know. I still get high hopes for it. I think it can get better. I think SmackDown can get better.
They just got to get some people. I mean, Cena being out right now doesn't help. I mean, Cena's a pretty big draw. So you got to think with him out, SmackDown looks pretty weak.
But you're not using some guys. You know, you can do something with Baron Corbin. You can do something with Kalisto. You can do something with Apollo Crews. Do something with, Breezango. You know, you've got people to use. I think they're just not doing it.
Yeah.
You know, give Kane somebody to work with besides, squashing people and, Fandango.
Yeah, I like that spot though with Fandango. Right up until it was Kane, I was like, "Oh, this is just Kane." Just
yeah. Either gonna give Fandango a little push. It's cool, and Kane come on. I'm like, God damn it!
Yeah. Hey, unplug your mic again. It's getting all funky up again. Do it now. Yeah, I like. I can't remember why. Tyler Breeze wasn't there anymore, or why he wasn't there, but he made up some excuse. But Fandango was great. I want to feel it in your belly. You want to dance? I thought it was fantastic. It was great. But how you sounding over there? Oh, nothing. Oh man. Yeah, man, your mic just keeps cutting out. It's like I sound terrible. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, that's it. That's Backlash. That's pretty much it. Backlash in a nutshell. It doesn't look too promising. So you heard it here first, folks. If you're disappointed at Backlash, you are on the same page as us. I will still watch it though. But man, if it turns into like a 4-hour event, which it won't, I hope not. It'll turn into like, I don't know, an hour event. 2 hours at most. 2 hours, main show. There'll be an hour pre-show. Half hour of that pre-show will be talking. And then the other half will be like maybe one match. They'll throw a match on there. Hopefully it's Breezango. That would be great. Breezango versus Vaudevillains. I like it. Anyway, that's about it. That's the show. Let's get into some plugs before we go. You guys can check us out on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, and of course, just go to smartandmark.com. You'll get us there. Wherever you want to get your podcast from, just search ISR2M podcast, and you're going to get us. Download it, rate, review, subscribe, do all that stuff. It only helps us out in the ratings, moving us on up the ranks. That would be fantastic. Thank you in advance. Again, you guys can check out That Wrestle Club, That Wrestling Club, formerly known That Wrestling Crate. You can follow them on Twitter at That Wrestle Club. Basically, monthly subscription box. They send you a box every month of wrestling goodies, and you never know what it is. It's going to be an autograph. There's going to be some autographs. Let's see, pop vinyls, all kinds of fun stuff. T-shirts. Their last 2 T-shirts have been pretty awesome. I believe this month for September, they are sold out of September, but get in early on their October crate. It's going to be a Halloween-themed crate, and just thinking of like all the Ooh, very spooky. Just thinking of all the comparisons of like Halloween and wrestling. I mean, God, you got Undertaker, Boogeyman, you got Halloween Havoc. I mean, you get, the similarities are right there. So, yes, check them out.
I don't know how they're not changing the name of the pay-per-view at the end of October. I think it's Hell in a Cell. I don't know how that's not Halloween Havoc this year.
I know, they have the rights to Halloween Havoc.
It's the day before Halloween.
Yeah, come on, guys. Get with it. Who's writing this stuff? Anyway. Also, check out our Patreon page. Go to patreon.com /ISR2M. And, that's going to be our page. Give us a little bit of money. Give us some scratch, and we'll give you guys some rewards in return. $2. Only.
Right now, there is a man named Mike who's going to win something.
There's a man named Mike.
I'll tell you right now, you don't want this man winning anything. He will gloat.
He will. Mike's a gloater.
He will post pictures on Facebook. He will rub your noses in it. So You need to get in here and just, $2, and you can win over Mike.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, beat Mike. $2 get you into
nothing against you, Miguel, but you will gloat. I know you.
It's true. So again, that's patreon.com/ISR2M. Sign up there. It's super easy, super fast, and it would help the show out greatly, and we would appreciate it. And what else? Harmon, Twitter. Where are you at over there on the Twitter?
At Harmon316.
Yes, you are. One of my favorite Twitter handles of all time, right there.
You say that to everybody.
I say it to you, and I say it to
Wilk Milk.
I don't know. I think a lot of my friends have good Twitter handles. You have a good, clever Twitter handle. Gregulator does. The Wilk Milk, obviously. Our buddy Boosh, the real Boosh. It's just it's funny. It's good stuff. I like it. You guys are clever with your Twitter handles. Mine, however, is at Johnny Fashion. You guys can follow the show on Twitter at ISR2M Podcast, and also follow Smark and Mark on Twitter at SmarkandMark_PW. And that's about it. That's about it for plugs, I believe.
That's all I've got.
Yeah, Limitless Wrestling. How about that? Limitless Wrestling. September 24th. American Legion post.
Mike the Miracle Bennett. Lindsay Dorado.
Yeah, Ace Romero, AR Fox, Lindsay Dorado, Veda Scott, the Miracle Mike Bennett. Yeah, man. It's going to be a stacked card, killer night. We're going to have some fun up there. It's going to be a blast.
Is it going to be really late at night? Because it's called, past your bedtime?
It's called past your bedtime. So
my bedtime's 8:30, so...
It's already past your bedtime right now.
Yeah.
You better get to bed.
I will.
Okay. All right, guys. Now. Hey, thanks for listening, everybody. Peace out, y'all.
Good night, everyone.
Oh, so creepy.
Bye.